Okay, hello, good morning. I've tried to film this video a couple times and then the message popped up or something and it screwed up. So my arm has been holding up my phone for quite a while and is a little sore. So if this video is a little shaky, I apologize. Okay, what this is about. I had a very clarifying idea about why meditation is so effective and an analogy that really worked for me that just motivates me to meditate and makes it more tangible and real, and wanted to share it. So I have been consecutively meditating for 20 days, which is a big deal for me because I have wanted, here's another message on my phone. I've been wanting to meditate regularly for a while. I've heard it's so good for you and all the benefits, and I just could never get myself to sit down and do it. So, oh God. So 20 days of doing it is great. And that's not what this is about though. If you want to know more about how I meditate and what I do, then right below and let me know, and then I will tell you guys and share a video on that. But what this is about is why meditation is so effective and a very simple way to explain what it is and what it does for you. So if you imagine a team, let's say a football team, they all show up for a game, so you have all the players, they're ready, they're there, and what does the coach do? The coach gives them a pep talk, is like, this is what we're going to focus on, this is what today's game is about, here's what the other team is bringing to the table, here's how we can respond to that. They get everybody connected and bonded so that they can show up on the field all focused, all working together on the same mission, and all of the energy that they have is all going this way in the same direction, so they can be more effective, more productive, more in sync, and therefore more successful. Well, if you imagine those same players showing up to the game and the coach is just like, all right, have fun, do your best. And they're like, okay, so this player's going that way and this one's going that way, and then this one starts yelling at that one, this is what we're supposed to be focusing on, and it doesn't work. Number one, they're not all on the same page, and two, all of their energy, instead of going all together, is going in all different directions. So it's the same amount of energy, but it's not as effective or focused, or it doesn't have as big of an impact because it's going in different directions instead of working together. So you may understand where this analogy is going. If you imagine your thoughts and neurons to be players in a game who all showed up for the game, aka today, they showed up for today, this moment, and usually what we do is just say okay, I'm just gonna go about my day. And so you have some thoughts and parts of your brain working over here and over here and over here, and what happens? You get anxious and worried and overwhelmed and distracted, and you feel disconnected. That is your thoughts, the players, the neurons, all working in different directions. There's no common focus. So what meditation is, oh my God, my arm is so sore. How can I do this without screaming? Okay, so what meditation is it is the coach who's coming in and saying, okay, hey guys, let's work together. Here's what our focus is for today, aka what your mantra intention is. And here's how we're gonna work together to make it happen. And that's also why you come back to breathing all the time in meditation, because it's a way for you to, when all these other things are happening, you always have your breath, you can always come back to it and focus on that. What it trains you to do is to come back and reset. So if you imagine meditation is the coach saying time out and getting all of your thoughts and neurons to work together. When do timeouts happen in a game? When it seems like the team isn't jiving, it's not working. So if you can imagine why meditation is successful and effective, is because when you're feeling kind of off, you can say, okay, time out, let me just breathe for a second. What is my focus for today? Give myself a pep talk, and then go back and use all of your energy in the same direction so you can be more effective, successful, productive, and not be scattered all over the place. So I don't know, that analogy worked for me. Maybe it'll be meaningful to you. If you have any questions about how I meditate, let me know.